Honk. And as always, the honk shall lead them. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Argonauts, to a Thursday night stream. It is July 17th. We are officially in the second half of July, which is a little bit hard to believe, but we're here. We still have plenty of summer left, so nobody freak out yet. I have yet to see my first back-to-school ad, and I'm going to have to start doing my usual annoyed reaction to it when I start seeing it, because they're always like, back to school in like July 18th, and I'm like, you just left school, my dude. Like, a lot of these kids have been out for less than a month, and you're like, all right, let's go, get back into school. Like, come on, man. But we have some time before that, and we have a bunch of cons. Actually, for me, I have 3 cons left to go before the summer is over, and I'm very excited for all of that. But I'm excited tonight for the conclusion, the epic conclusion of Blue Prince. I have really enjoyed this game quite a bit, and I'm excited to play the last bit of it for now. I may return to it at some point in the future, but I've got Oblivion Remastered is calling my name. I have more that I want to get done with that. If for some reason I got done with it in time, I'd like to start the Dragonlance silver box games, but my guess is that probably Oblivion Remastered is going to bring us to the end of September, at which point I am going to be playing Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered. Final Fantasy Tactics may be my favorite game of all time. It's definitely top 3, and so I'm really looking forward to playing Remastered, and when that's done, then I'll move into the Dragonlance silver box game, so it's going to be awesome. And yes, Prince Justin, we absolutely have to make that happen. I am very excited for it, and I think it's going to be good. There are going to be a lot of good cons coming up. And I am very excited for Worldcon, which is the one of which we speak. If any of you were following along, by the way, with our Blue Sky back and forth, and incidentally, I want to thank, I was trying to figure out why I had like 25 people or 30 people follow me in the last day, and I realized it's because I was, someone was kind enough to add me to a Blue Sky starter pack, and that's where I think I'm getting all of these awesome new folks, some of which I followed back as well. So thank you to that. I'm now up to 900 and almost 60 followers, so I'm 40 followers away, 40 from getting to that 1,000 mark, at which point Twitter's gone at that point. So, and yes, ReaderCon this weekend, which I'll talk more about in just a bit. But before I do that, oh wait, I was telling a story about Prince Justin though. I wanted to say that for those of you who saw the back and forth discourse, I have been speaking about the possibility of maybe doing a co-op Heroes of Might and Magic 2 stream at some point. Would be a lot of fun to do a Heroes of Might and Magic map, because Prince Justin tagged me in on a Heroes of Might and Magic, I think it was Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Realm, which I had seen a little bit before. But I'm very, I just really, like we said, we're both in agreement about this, that we really hope that it's the 1 to 3 HOM as opposed to the 4 and later HOM. Like 4 was okay. 5 was, especially, like 4 was all right. 5 is where things started to get ugh, and then 6, no. But I'm hoping that they get a return to form there, because it's going to be great. But I would love to do that. I love Heroes of Might and Magic, and especially when they have the whole campaign mode set in. Something about it is just, excuse me. Something about it is just the nostalgia, but it's also like it's got strategy, but it's not an overwhelming strategy game there's micromanagement-ish, but it's not overwhelming with micromanagement. It's the same reason that I really like Songs of Conquest, which is, of course, heavily influenced by Might and Magic, Heroes of Might and Magic. So anyway, at some point, we were like, that'd be a cool thing to do. So we will figure out a time at some point in the not too distant future to do something like that. It'd be a good time. But before I go any further and talk a little bit about ReaderCon Con this weekend. Just a reminder about ways to support the channel. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. That would be lovely. YouTube is !ArvTube. Thank you again to everyone who watched me on YouTube. Our last stream, actually, on Tuesday, D&D with viewers, we had a very good turnout on YouTube, and that's great. I'd love to see that continue. Bringing people from YouTube to Twitch and Twitch to YouTube is always good, so please follow us over there. It's free for you to do that. Really helps us out. Discord is !ArvCord. We can hang out with the Arvanites in between streams. Had some more people join us recently. !ArvTweets, but not for very much longer. That's my Twitter. You can follow me over there, but as of 1,000 followers, and as I say, I am now only about 40-ish followers away, something like that, from reaching the 1,000 goal. And once I get to 1,000 on Blue Sky, I'm out on Twitter at that point. And so !ArvSky for details about that. Website, arvanellarun.com, and don't forget about Gen GMs as well. On the financial front, !ArvShop, that's the merchandise area. !ArvTreon is the Patreon. Please support me at both of those places. That really helps. Also, subbing to the channel really helps as well. You can use those custom sub badges to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. That would be lovely. Also on the publishing front, !Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library, my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And !Greyshade, that's my Greyshade IP, Greyshade Renegade and Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy, available right now from Athos Arts. You can get all those books. You can also get the audiobook of Greyshade from our very own Tren Sparks, and be on the lookout for the audiobooks for Renegade and Heretic, which are going to be on their way, also from Tren in the fall. Very excited for those. And super excited about the Greyshade tabletop role-playing game, which is going to be coming out in just a little, I think it's just a little under 2 weeks now, is going to be coming out at Gen Con. So I'm very excited about that, designed by our very own Brandon O'Brien, and coming out from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage. And send the message will do so for others in that situation in the future. Let me get rid of this and let me turn on this and say hello to everybody. Just one comment that I wanted to make, by the way, about, for those of you who have not heard, I don't want to get too far down this rabbit hole, but there was just an announcement that Paramount is canceling the late night show with Stephen Colbert. It'll be running through May, and then they called it a financial decision. If you think that the reason that Paramount, which has done everything it can to kiss up to the current dictator-in-chief, if you think that this has anything at all to do with financial reasons, I have several bridges in Brooklyn I would like to sell you. I am sure that Colbert will land on his feet. I have no doubt he will. In fact, the ratings there were getting better, not worse, but it's a joke that he's being canceled, and we know exactly why it's actually happening. I still think, though, that Colbert is extremely funny. He's a very generous guy, and I have to say, the reason I'm bringing him up is that he's also a pretty big D&D guy. He's a big Tolkien nerd, which is, obviously near and dear to my heart. He actually, there's a YouTube interview out there with him and Anderson Cooper from CNN. And it's this very moving interview about Colbert and about the way that he has dealt with grief and about the loss of his family, different family members and stuff like that. Just very powerful, very moving. He's a very genuine guy, and he's funny and compassionate, and I like him a lot. And so, as I say, he is well compensated and he will land on his feet. But not a good thing that happened, because it had nothing to do with finances. I think that's pretty clear. Anyway, but we continue on. I am excited. As we say, this weekend, I'm going to be gone at ReaderCon. Little Arv and myself are going to be heading up there in Burlington, Massachusetts. I have posted my schedule on Blue Sky. I'm very excited for it. I'm going to be doing a panel on reviewing, which is something near and dear to Prince Justin and Triffitt's hearts. I will be doing a panel on reviewing up there Friday night, and then on Saturday, I will have, actually, let me pull up my schedule. Saturday night, so right for fine. Let's see, Saturday night. There we go. Saturday night is going to be... Thank you for the post, by the way, Prince Justin. So Saturday night is going to be, or Saturday during the day. That's why I kept saying night, because I'm like, wait, that doesn't sound right. Yes. So on Saturday, the joys and perils of reading deeply. I think you can expect to see just a little bit of Murderbot on that discussion tree, but I'll also talk a bit about some the extensive Tolkien reading that I've done, and some other work that will include various people. They're talking about a variety of books, but also reading deeply into books, which is something that college professors kind of do all the time. So there's that. Thank you, Echo. Although this is actually the Argentinian national team jersey. But having said that, yes, nothing against the Blues. I also like them. But yeah, this happens to be the Argentinian national. And I actually got this last year when I was in the UK. I think when I was in Glasgow. I think it was when I was in Glasgow that I got this from a guy who was talking about, was a really interesting guy talking about various soccer teams that were there. It was very cool. Anyway, but thank you. I'm glad you liked it. So Joys and Perils of Reading Deeply, that'll be at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Then I'll be doing a reading from my current work in progress, a novel called Shade and Shadow. I'm going to be doing a reading from that at Worldcon as well, by the way. And that is at 1 o'clock at ReaderCon. Readings at ReaderCon are always a little bit hit or miss. Sometimes you get a lot of people, sometimes you get nobody. So if you're going to be at ReaderCon, I hope you come. I would love to see some people in there for the readings. That would be great. Saturday at 1. And then at 11 o'clock on Sunday, the Body of Work Keeps the Score, Writing is Therapy. Now, this is getting moderated by Elizabeth Bear. And I really love the panelists, but I also really love the topic. And it's a topic that I would not have felt comfortable about being on a panel discussing even as recently as maybe 2-3 years ago. But over the last few years, I have come to learn a lot more about the value that writing has, not just as a powerful, work of art and all that stuff, but how it can be therapeutic and still be like for the author and still artistic for the people reading it. And that may seem obvious, but I'm not sure that it always is. So I'm actually excited to be speaking about it. And they had so many people that wanted to do this topic. They actually have several panels that are the same thing. So this is The Body of Work Keeps the Score, Writing is Therapy 2, which is Sunday at 11 a.m. So that's going to be something. And then the last thing is going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, Cross-Discipline Writing, which is basically going to be talking a lot about other kinds of writing, like academic writing, for example, which is the other thing that I do from a writing perspective. So I'm actually really excited for this. 4 panels and a reading at ReaderCon is a very solid schedule, so I'm very pleased about that. And as soon as it's done, I'm going to be basically pinning up my Gen Con schedule next. So, but I got to go one at a time. So ReaderCon first, then I'll pin the Gen Con schedule, and then after that, we'll worry about Worldcon happening next month. So that's what's going on. I am excited about it. Thanks for all the reposts and quotes on it. I appreciate that very much. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the whole thing. It's going to be great. And yeah, I at some time, if you ever get the chance to get out here, Prince Justin, it would be great to obviously be great to have you out there, but it is a really good one. ReaderCon is, I have basically these 5 set ones. So I now regularly do Boscone in Boston. It took me a while to break in, but I finally got in there, and I really like Boscone, mostly because I really like Boston, the city. So that's one of the big reasons. But Boscone, so I usually do that. I usually do, and this is not counting like virtual ones there, in 2018. You know what? I don't know whether, maybe we weren't friends yet at the time, I'm guessing, Prince Justin, because I'm pretty sure that I went to the 2018 ReaderCon. I've been going to a lot of them, but I may have missed you on that one. I don't know. But anyway, it was, so you know what I mean. But anyway, so Boscone, not counting virtual ones, Boscone. Well, yeah, but did you see the difference though, Echo? It's Stardew Valley. It was Dragonspear who did, but it's Stardew Valley, and it's the no end of day mod, which means that I don't have the thing where I'm like going to fall asleep every 3 seconds. So it basically cuts down on the time crunch. So it's not as bad. I can manage it with that, basically. I didn't even know such a mod existed, but it does. So that's why I allowed it, Echo. But that's a good point. You have a good memory about that. That's true. So anyway, yeah. So Boscone is one. I usually do Three Rivers in late May, early June, if it does not conflict with ArvCon or one of those others. But basically, that's a small little Comic Con I've been going to for years with my daughter in Pittsburgh. So, but I wasn't able to go this year because it conflicted with something, for example. So, Comic Con. So, Boscone in February. Comic Con, Three Rivers Comic Con sometime in June. I go to ReaderCon in July, so that's 3. I go to Gen Con, obviously, in August, that's 4. And then I usually go to either WorldCon or World Fantasy. Usually don't go to both. It depends on where they're located. Sometimes I could, I guess, but usually don't go to both. So one or the other, depending on where they're located. So that's 5-ish. And then the last one is CanCon, which I go to every year. So basically 6. I have also ventured down to PAX Unplugged before, and I might be doing more of that this year because of the Gray Shade TTRPG. So I might be a little bit out on the promo circuit for that. We'll see. But those are the basic ones that I do. So I'm good. I need a no end of day mod. I know, right? Darkside Rob? No kidding, man. That's all we need is basically just where can I, so many mods would be valuable IRL, can I just say? That's all. Yeah, but I just, there's too much of a time pressure on me. It stresses me out, Echo. I don't mind doing it as sort of a one-time, but that's basically the idea. Have I just eaten? Nope, I have not. Do I appear as if I have just eaten? It's a little warm in my office. It might have something to do with that. Dark Side Rob. Well, yes, I try to, every so often, I want to give you that. I haven't referred to you as Dark Side or Game Crashers. I haven't referred to you as that either. Back in the day, the old school. Stained by my mustache. You talk about this? This? Do I have something over here? On my left? Is it gone? I did not notice that at all. Huh. That's been sitting on there for about an hour. I finished eating about an hour ago, so sorry about that. My apologies. It's a raisin, kill it. No, today was barbecued chicken, roasted carrots, and potatoes. That was what was going on today. Color balance. That's fine. It's probably just my beard. I was like, wait, what? So yeah, I do want to say one thing though, just before I get started. And let me actually get over to the game so we can start playing. So I had a situation happen yesterday into today, which was very much a sort of reminder to me, a positive reminder in the end, but I'll just mention it. So many of you will know that back in 2013, I was diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, and it was called paroxysmal atrial fibrillation. It happened when I was on the tennis court, and it was, okay, I love this, but no music. Nope, stop. Oh, wait, maybe I haven't. No, it's right. Okay. So where was I? Yes. So anyway, paroxysmal atrial fibrillation, which basically means I was on the tennis court. Suddenly something was going wildly wrong with my heart. I was just like, I couldn't really catch my breath and whatever. And I got home and I just felt awful. I went on to lose. I think I went on to lose that match. I felt awful. I got home. I still felt awful. I couldn't get a pulse. And like it was just all over the place. And it turned out that it was something called paroxysmal. Okay, there we are. It was called paroxysmal atrial fibrillation. What it ended up doing was I ended up having to go to the hospital for it so they could cardiovert me, which means put my heart back into normal rhythm. Instead of my heart beating like this, it was basically quivering like this. It was not fun. So put my heart back into rhythm. That was okay. Couple of years later, happened again. Had to be hospitalized again. That first hospitalization may be the worst day of my life, by the way. Second one was not great either. I was hospitalized again, but this time they were able to convert me using a medication. So I didn't have to go through the electrical cardioversion, which was scary. And then happened one last time about longer than that, 5-6 years ago, where I didn't even have to go to the hospital. This is the time I actually missed. I was supposed to go to Origins that year, and I got very sick, and I couldn't go. As like a stomach flu type of thing. So I was in bed for a few days. I couldn't eat or drink anything, and I went into arrhythmia. And again, I was converted because of this medication that they used, which is called pill in the pocket. You take a propafenone, which is the name of this medication, and it puts your heart back in rhythm. And then nothing happened for like 5 years. I have an occasional like palpitation that I feel once every a week or maybe every few days, like one of them or something. But it's not. It's there and then it's gone. It's not a big deal. So I yesterday went out of rhythm again for the first time in many years. And so the reason I'm telling you this story is not to traumatize everybody, because I'm fine now. The reason I'm telling you this story is because it taught me something important about myself, and that is, this time around, it was not nearly as frightening or as sort of disabling as it was the first 3 times, really. And why is that? Well, 1, I'd been through it before, so I knew a little bit more about what to expect. 2, I had the knowledge necessary to say, I know what to do to solve this. And 3, I'm a little older. And I've sort of, because of a variety of things, therapy, getting older, figuring things out, I don't know, I'm no longer as sort of panicked about not having control over a given thing. So I went back into rhythm today, having taken the medication I was supposed to, the dose that they told me to take at. It worked exactly as it was supposed to. And I feel great. I'm back in rhythm. I had my normal physical today, my yearly physical as I was supposed to, and everything went fine. And I'm telling you this story because I think it's important to recognize that things like past events are not necessarily predictors of future performance, right? Or past performance are not predictors of future events. And I think the reason that matters is that we need to recognize that we are always shifting and changing as human beings. We have a core, I think, that remains with us really from childhood, a core of sort of values that sticks with us. But around that core, many things get shaped and altered. And a lot of that is, as you get older, there are things that don't work the way they used to, but there are also positive things that work better than they used to. And the best example I can give that is about understanding how your mental and emotional matrix can work together. I feel like I'm getting to a point in my life where I feel more comfortable with myself as a unit, as a thing with a body and a head and a mind and a soul and a concept and whatever. I have like this understanding of myself. And I think the more that happens, the more that you feel not as frightened by the things that happened to you when you were younger. And so the reason I'm sharing this with you, I talked about that therapy panel that I'm doing and how I never would have talked about this stuff, been on a panel like that a couple of years ago, and I never would have shared this stuff now. But I'm doing it because I want to do the opposite of trauma dumping. I want to provide a little bit of inspiration dumping, if you will. That if I can feel like I have a good medical team, like I'm comfortable, if I can feel like I'm in a better space physically, and I am. I told you I love doing my cycling. I've been cycling every day. I did not bicycle today for obvious reasons, but I've been able to do my bicycling all over and stuff like that. If I can do that and feel more comfortable in my body, it's even made me start thinking about wanting to get back and play tennis, which I miss. I really enjoyed tennis. I was a good player. If I can do that, then I think anybody can work to integrate mind and body and spirit in a positive way, regardless of your age. So I want to mention that because those of you, whether you're watching me and you are 18 or whether you're watching me and you're 98, there are always new ways that you change and alter and grow and build. And you can change and alter and grow and build into a more positive version of yourself also. You can do that through community. You can do it through setting appropriate boundaries, through understanding the people that work well in your life, the people that do not work well in your life and that probably kind of toxic, better to have them be off, not hanging around you. And as you begin to understand that more, I think your life improves over time because you just have a better understanding and comfort of yourself in your own skin. So I want to encourage you to think about that, whether it means taking a risk, whether it means going to therapy. You thought you always wanted to, but you weren't sure. Whether it means going and getting that checkup that you meant to get, but you didn't and you should have, and go do it. Maybe it's going to the dentist and you haven't done that and you want. Maybe it's like, I want to go out and I want to, start playing ultimate frisbee and I haven't done that and I'd like to or something. Go do it because you are not a fixed position. You are an ever-changing being, and the more that you can lean into the change and hold on to your values, your core of yourself, that will never change, but the things around you, the things that you build around yourself, those things can change too. So I'm feeling grateful tonight that I have a wonderful family. I'm feeling grateful tonight that I get to go to ReaderCon tomorrow and speak with awesome people about awesome topics about literature and the like. I'm grateful, of course, that I get to be streaming with all of you. That's always a real highlight for me, too, as you all know. I'm grateful that I get to do my writing, that I get to do my teaching. I'm grateful that I have 2 awesome cats. I'm grateful tonight for those things. Not because I had a near-death experience. It wasn't that. But because I felt, you know what, I'm okay. I'm okay in my skin. I'm feeling better about who I am. And so I just wanted to share that with all of you. And I hope that can be something which resonates a bit with some of you tonight. So 42 going on 21. That's it. Hey, what's up, Isterma? Yeah, listen. Okay, man. But Isterma knows what I'm talking about. Isterma, I think, would agree with me in some ways. And Rob, yeah, man, we've talked about this before. You always know I'm happy to talk shop about writing for sure. So anyway, I hope that resonates with some folks because, I don't know. I love all of you. I want you to do well and feel good. And so it just, it reminded me of stuff. Okay. Now, this Blueprints run by the thing I want to say. Yeah. Well, listen, man. I mean, when we talked about the whole thing with, I was talking about Colbert earlier on today. I feel like I think that we're at an inflection point. And I think that inflection point, and I think that inflection point is going to, I just realized I didn't get my allowance. Darn it. Oh, well. I think we're at an inflection point, and the inflection point that we're at, I think, is going to change quite a few things moving forward, hopefully in a positive way. I might be wrong. It's just a sense of a vibe that I have. But part of the way we contribute to making that happen is, drumroll, is when we are doing things like writing, and we're putting out works of art and works of thought into the world. I think that there is not nearly enough, I think this is extremely important to mention, there is not nearly enough attention that's been paid to having public intellectuals in the space, not just influencers, not a bunch of people shouting at each other on YouTube, but genuine public intellectuals that can have discussions and public people who have conversations with people and talk about positive things to the general public. As an academic, I don't want to just be talking to other academics. That's one of the reasons that I write fiction for a commercial audience, because I want to speak to more people. I don't want to just talk to, academics only. I want to have all of them speaking together. So yeah, man, I'm down with that. I agree. Okay. So for this run, which is going to be the final run for me for Blueprints for a while. Okay, this time I'm only putting in 1 coin. Because I haven't done that before. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I did that already. I thought I hadn't done that yet. Ah! I've been cursed. I was just going to give you another one. Well, I guess this is what I've heard is called the cursed run. Well, nah, I can't reload. I guess I could Alt F4. It's all right. We'll do a cursed run. It's probably going to suck, but it's one of the things you can do after this, so. Yeah, god damn it. I didn't mean it. So I don't know at this point what the game has left to offer. There are many, many cool things, obviously, that can be found, I'm sure. But I want to get back to Oblivion, and I've done a good portion of this game now. Obviously, there's way more, I understand. So I'm kind of just going through this and seeing what we get, basically. Still never figured out the safe code for this, which I'm sure has something to do with this room, and I just have not been able to figure out the deal with these paintings. Figured out all the other paintings, I just haven't been able to figure that one out. Oh, actually... Yeah, I'd say that's true. I'd say that's true, Rob, for sure. Rob, we ever going to see you playing this game? I would be very interested to see you streaming this game. I've not finished off that code yet. I honestly thought I was going to put in... I thought it was 2... I didn't know it was 1 coin. I was going to put in 2. I thought that I put in 2. I was trying to put in 1 to change the shrine, so... Mistakes were made. Could redraw it, but... Oh, did you really? Oh, I didn't realize you streamed it the day. Oh, that's my bad. I didn't realize that you streamed it the day it came out. Okay, so... The rook is in... I still don't understand what's going on with these things. I found the chess puzzle down below. So the rook is in the nook. I see. The rook is in the nook. And that's row 1, column 5. Yeah, no kidding, Echo, right? What did you think of it, Rob? I am impressed with the ambition of the game. Does it say anything? Yeah, I already saw this. I know this already. Wait, whoa. I think I did already see it, but just in case. Yeah, I already got that. I already know about those things. Interesting. I kind of thought it was a decent stream game for me because there's a lot of like playing along with, like talking to people and playing along with them about a given thing. Yeah, let's give that a shot. The fixed stars. Yes, indeed. Okay. Simon P. Jones. Hey, what's up, Drew? How you doing, man? Yeah. I finished when I rolled credits. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of... I'm doing one more run, but otherwise, yeah. I mean, I'm more or less in the same space because I want to get back to Oblivion Remastered, and after that, I want to see if I can get it done. I should be able to get it done before Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered. I am all over that game. Again, maybe my favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy Tactics, so I am prepared. Room 46. 1,960 steps. All right. I don't think I know No Ghosts at the Grand. I don't think I've heard of that one, Rob. What is that? Top 3 checked items. Broken lever, vault key 149. Still haven't found the vault. Love the shelter. Paid for the passageway a lot. Anything exciting here? No. Walk-in closet. Yeah, someday. It just never seemed to fit. Yeah, classroom I only did that one time with that one run. Oh, I hear you. Okay. Hey, okay. The gallery. Oh, man, have I done the gallery? So the thing about the bookshop, the problem with the bookshop, though, is that... problem with the bookshop is that the books are very expensive, and I don't have anywhere near enough gold. Like, I mean, now, admittedly, it's at the beginning, but like in a cursed run, am I going to have enough to get there? I don't know. I think I'm going to go in the gallery. Solving the mystery of an antique hotel in a hamlet, maybe a conduit Cthulhu-esque dimension as a talking cat. Very charming, though. Oh, all right. Well, listen. Sounds pretty badass. Sign me up. Treasures. Christopher Manson. Haha, cute. Acrylic and oil on canvas. That is a reference. Christopher Manson, of course, is a reference to the guy who wrote the Maze book that I mentioned. Felt like it was an absolute, whoa. Whoa. Look at this. Oh my God. Bavden? BCP. T. L. S. M. Oh my God. Anyway, wrote the Maze book that I thought was an inspiration for this, or reminded me of this, and it turns out that was an inspiration. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Hubris, envy, lust, sloth, gluttony, sloth, or no, wrath, rather, gluttony, sloth, avarice. Is there room for all of this? Hubris. Can you be an H? All right, let's see. 6 letters. What 6-letter ones do we have? Hubris. Avarice does not work. Sloth. Wrath. No. Gluttony's too much. That's got to be hubris if they are related. P. P. Very. Unless. Thick. Thick. Can I do H? Yes. Does this go to an I? Yes. Thick. Okay. This is Cavden. Oh, I did it! It's just sitting there. Oh my God, that was creepy. Holy crap, that was creepy. Did you all see that? Like, I turned around and all of a sudden it's like right there. Like, Unless this changes. Wait, let me see. Let me see something. Oh, that's... Man, I was all about to be really... Okay, so just that changes that thing. No, because they because A, because they have each other, and B, because there are 5 humans that live in this house. You know, myself, my wife, my 2 kids, and my mother-in-law. So one of us is pretty likely to be here. Like, you know, the times when everybody is out is very rare. And even when they are, they have each other to take care of them. So they're good, and they get a lot of attention when any of us are in the house. So, all right. Flower wagon, P-wagon? Actual objective. Can I do L? I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 letters. It's only 7 letters. Fin nail. Nail fin infinity. Shark nail infinity. Oh, okay. Let me see here quickly. That is a slightly disturbing meme. On the side of the left of the picture. Well, but the thing is, like, yeah, I mean, I thought acrylic and oil on canvas. But the thing is, like, so these letters change as I adjust this. So that's why I don't fully know. Like, wagon P-wagon? Pwagon? Pwagon? I bet we get those and these 2 things open up and all of a sudden we get some badass something or other, but what the hell, man? Curiosity killed a cat. Interesting. But I'm not sure what... Why does it... The nail infinity thing? It's like a bunch of random references. 7 deadly sins. There's a fin. Like a shark fin. And then nails in infinity, and there's a... I don't even... If that is a cat, I guess so. Cat skin. But then... Curiosity doesn't fit there. Can I do infinity? Do you have I? No, they don't have I there. Hard to know how much of this is like kind of like a red herring too. I don't know. I may come back here. I don't know what the deal is with this. Security, very useful. Always very useful, and I have just enough. Okay, we're going to set this to unlocked. We're going to set the security level to low until such time as we get the utility room in order. Just to see if these change. You really can't look at that. You really can see it with a magnifying glass. Man, I probably could have solved that earlier. Oh well. Here is the Mount Holly gift shop. I do not have money for it. But it remains 46 euro. Don't have any gems. Really need gems. Oh, yeah, I lost a key because cursed. Can't do that, so I could do that. But instead, let's do that. We're doing that because I don't need to worry about that now. Turn the gymnasium off. Gonna have to go back and do that anyway. Turn that on. Yes, okay. So now I can go back into the security room and I can up that ante to... Doesn't really matter. Up the ante. Yeah. Okay, so keycard system settings. Hi. Give me those keycards all the time. Because now I don't need to worry about it. So keys are the problem. Go into the chapel and I'm gonna lose money. Go into the chapel and I lost my money. Hope you got a gem here. Nope. West Wing Hall. Need that for sure. I would have liked the laboratory for sure. Hey, and I got a gem too. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Just checking. Now I've got the garage. Yeah, because I'm going to need the keys, especially given the current curse. Yeah. What I like about the magnifying glass things is that you can definitely see something there if there is something to be seen. You can't see it all the way, but you can see enough to know there's something there. It's not like, oh, look, it revealed something invisible. Glossary in the security room. Oh, really? Okay, okay. I shall do that. Mm-hmm. Didn't have any money anyway. Glossary in the security room. Glossary in the security room. Okay. Am I missing something, Drew? Is there like... Hey, what's up, Gregory? How are you? Special floor plan. Can I... Yeah, well, but I don't see gallery? Am I missing something? I don't see it. Unless, you know, we alphabetize differently these days. Oh, you mean look up the gallery outside the game? Is that what you're saying? Oh, really? Okay, well... I see. Be nice if I had a gem. That's very bad. That is GG. Well, I mean, I'll check this because I don't have any gems. I really need to remember to hold on to gems. I really have to. Yeah, that redraw die would have been really useful if I had it a while ago. Although, actually, wait, there is... It's not necessarily GG. Oops. It's not necessarily GG. Yeah. because if I go down here, okay, go down here, go up this way. Never actually... Can I interact with any of these? Just making sure that I'm not missing something. Which, you know, this game does make you do a lot. Just miss things. Floor plan, I already got that. Okay, maybe not for right now. Okay. Can I? Well, I might be able to. Hold on a second. So, I did this, right? Okay, I will come back to this in a second. And this side door over here coming up that I had no idea was there. Or I already missed it. It's back there somewhere. So I wouldn't mind getting back to room 46 since they did a cutscene. It would be kind of cool to get back there at some point. Okay. It is a sneaky hallway. It wasn't, I think, until... I don't remember if it was Esterma or someone, as I was running along, was like, hey, did you ever look down that hallway? And I'm like, what hallway? And then I was like, oh. That right there. Open. Yeah, filling in the board, which is not going to happen this time. All right. Really wish I could take that. Yeah, it looks like that's not going to do what I was hoping for. Alright, yeah, so this is not going to work. Okay. Okay. Up, around, down, over, whoops, and up. Question is, do I just call it a day? Because I think I probably will in a minute. Then I only have one more cursed day left. Here's how I get into the garage. Swan song. I still can't totally... oh, wait a minute. Oh, I never got this one. Wait a second. Card, car. So that's D. So now it's 8 dates, crank, 8 safes. So I have 4 rows left to worry about there. Okay. So... I continue not to understand why I can't open this. There's no reason I should not be able to open that. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Okay. Quaint cottage. 16 rooms, 4 rank reached, steps taken 55, items found 2. And I got 1 new room, which was the gallery. Okay. All right, 1 more day on being cursed. What does this have here? Reach room 46 in curse mode. Oh my god, dude. That is the achievement of all achievements. All right. This thing continues. I feel like this continues to feel like busy work to me, though. It is one negative about this game is that, like, having to go back down to the fountain to go do the exact same thing every time is a little tedious. So I did the tomb. I wonder if I draft a dead end. Do the tomb again. Although I don't think there are any coins in here. I solved the tomb puzzle before. And I don't remember if that stays solved or not. Looks like it does. The catacombs. Yes, I figured out the statues, yeah. Yep, I did. I did indeed. That I figured out was about the, I figured that out with the cathedral. Like the stained glass in the cathedral gave me a sense of that. Although it took me a little while to figure out all the full details. I feel like in the cursed run, the tomb should give you bonuses. Okay. So it's like we did this. Now we need to go up and go back down to the... Like, it takes basically 5 minutes at the beginning of every run to do stuff that is just kind of busy work. Like, now I go down here. This is like running at full speed also. Run down here. Come in here. Open the basement door again. Go up here. Go down here. Go here. Run all the way down here. Making sure. Okay. Then I push this. Turn the 2-minute arcade. It's okay. What's up, Wibble? Well, if you're talking about like that it's that much more challenging, I mean, I can obviously see that it's definitely more challenging, yeah. But it's kind of an accident because I thought I had put 2 coins in the shrine before, and apparently I put 1, so when I found the one I tried to put another one in, and then it said take it back, and I did, and then it cursed me. And I was like, oh. My bad. Run up here, pull the lever. Hold the skip, turn around. So, like, even at maximum speed and efficiency. Pull this back. Okay, great. Love how the torches are apparently just ever burning. They just never go out. So it's like you do all of this. And then you're ready to do the run. Like, which, you know, okay, but $5 gold. Off. That's on. That's on. Gymnasium's off. Dark room is on. Version's off. Yes. Okay. Magic torches. Yep. Ever burning torches. The vault key. Problem is I have not yet opened the vault. How likely is the vault? The vault is... I have actually never seen the vault. Well, no. I think there's one time I could have maybe drafted it. So it's got to be super rare, right? Is that fair to say that it's very rare? Do you really? Well, if I find it once, I can find it again. All right, I'm finally going to get the walk-in closet. The time has finally come. What is this? Oh, that's cool. Plus 10 steps. God, this thing with the, like... drafting the thing where you're like, okay, this works for this, on this run if this other thing happens, like row 1, column 5. Oh, is that true? Oh, interesting. Okay. See, there were 4 items. Did they count the gold as one of the items? All right, so we should now be up to like 15. There's all of the above. Okay, so we should have like 15 coins now. This is going to make it 19. Some extra steps too. 9 plus 10. So now we're up to 19 coins. Looking for that gift shop. Yeah, I mean the den's just too good. You need gems and like, and it's got plenty of exits from it. Trunk is locked, and I do not have any keys. Okay, and then again, there's a pawn here. Pawn in the den. Row 2, column 3. Okay. Well, you go into a red room and you lose all of the above. So how about absolutely not? How's that sound? Still don't know the deal here. I know how to open. I know how to get the safe. To get to the safe, I don't know how to open it. Still not understanding the painting thing. Tried a bunch of times, but... No, that's good. Observatory could be valuable. Twins. Keys. And apples are extra delicious. Okay. I wonder if that counts as a dead end for the purposes of the tomb. Okay, and then again, the knight. Okay. Right. Let's... Okay, if that counts as a dead end, then we have 5, 10, 15, plus 9 is 24. Still don't have any, like, place to spend on, but, like, the gift shop, the commissary, kitchen, although the kitchen is kind of the least interesting. Can't do that because that's GG. I can't do any of these except the parlor. It has to be the parlor. Okay. It starts at rare. Okay. Yeah, I only got the wrench once, by the way. And there may be other adjustments, maybe, but I have not gotten to that yet. So, box with a false statement contains gems. The statement on the blue box is true. The blue box contains gems. Okay. If it's true that the blue box contains the gems, then a box with a false statement contains the gems. The statement on the blue box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Blue box contains the gems. If that's true, then a box with a false statement contains gems means that would have to be false, and the statement on the blue box is true. So that can't be right. So it's not that. So, the statement on the blue box is true. If that's true, then it means with a false statement contains the gems. Yeah. Continue to have done very well with the parlor. Super well. Okay, I love it. Has to be security. Okay. So, go up here, log in. Man, I'm frustrated that there was that one, not frustrated, but I got, when I was doing everything else with that run where I finally got to room 46, there was an upgrade disc that I got at the same time, but I just couldn't do it because I was that close to getting in, and I did get in and eventually got to 46. So I'm glad that I did it, but there was a part of me that was like, well, you know, could have gotten the upgrade, but obviously it was more worth getting to where I needed to go. Okay. Did that. Oh my. The Great Hall already. The problem with this is I don't have any keys. But I was just talking about how, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be able to open any of this. I need keys. I need keys. Boy, I'm really glad that I have now, like, 29 coins and no shops. That's great. And no keys. And no way to get them. Oh well. At least I'm done with the cursed run. Boy. It's like rain on your wedding day. When you've already paid. Got a new room, though, which is the, what was the new room? Oh, the walk-in closet. Yeah. Okay. Day 28. I'm not going to do the thing I do at the beginning of every run because I don't want to. I mean, I may regret it, I suppose, later, but I just don't. I don't want to spend all the time to go down, run, pick up the lever, go back. That's unfortunate. Don't want to do that. But I am going to go here. See what we get. What do we get? Ah, perfect timing. Okay, this time we're going to do things differently. Although that is interesting, but we're going to do this differently. Okay, so this time now, one coin. I want to confirm this, chat. One coin is the dancer. 1 coin is the dancer, right? I just want to make sure that I'm clear. Because I think I kept doing that and thinking I had done 2. So 1 coin is the dancer, right? All right, thanks, Gregory. Because if it's 2, I think I've been doing 1 coin every time. I'm pretty sure 2 is going to be something different. Yeah, okay. What'd I get? What'd I get? What'd I get? What? So wait, so 1 or 2 coins does that? Oh. Alright, that's kind of a letdown. I thought it was a different amount every time, but I guess it's not. I guess it's like a range. So like 1 to 2 coins does something. 3 to 4 coins does something. Oh. That's unfortunate. There's an interesting pattern to it. Okay, alright, I mean, dancer is useful. I just, you know. I went left, right last time. Let's go right. Okay. Boy, am I glad to be done with curses. Promising, but we're going to go this way. Although the spare green room really has anything important. Observatory. That is a good place to have the observatory, actually. I don't like having the gem, but using up the gem. I understand the importance of gems, but... Sale, everything is 50% off. And the sledge plus 3. Hey, thank you, Shadowed Mage. Tier 2 sub. Pulling out that Arvany Swall. 95 months. Good golly, Miss Molly. Welcome to the finale of Blueprints. Thank you, Shadowed, so much. I appreciate that, man. I hope all is well. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I know about the sale. I'm aware of the sale. If I can ever get to a shop now. Well, there's that. Got to do the gem. I mean, keys are great, but I've been repeatedly, I have clearly been told how important gems are. I get it. Like gems are where it's at. So good to see you, Shadow. Thank you so much, man. The boiler room. No. Good to see you, Shadowed. Good to see everybody tonight. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody drawing room tonight. I know it used up a gem. I know. Can't wait to figure out what's going on with that safe. No, redraw. That's better, although... I'm using up all my gems. Yeah, I know. But, like, it seems like gems... It seems like gems are... You use more of them at a time, though. Like, there's nothing where you have to use, like, where you have to use keys, like more than one key, you know? So, I don't have any gems there. Really? Oh, it could be nice if I could have rotated it, but I couldn't. Okay, but it's all right. I will go in and we'll get this. Speaking of gems, And that redraw will be useful. I said that, yeah. I've said that quite a bit, Craigery. This thing is absolutely going to get a board game. It's like crying out for one. If I were an independent company with any kind of resources, I'd be like, sign me the hell up, man. Spread gems in each green room. Don't mind if I do. I don't. Oh, man, though. Okay, so if I do that. No, I'm going to try to fill in more. There's the vault. Of course, I didn't have 3 gems. Unfortunately. That would have been nice. Okay, parlor it is. It'll give you more gems. Okay. Only 1 box is true. The black box contains the gems. The blue box contains the gems. All right, well, if only 1 box is true, and if that's... Okay, that cannot be the case that only 1 box is true, because if that's true, then neither of these can be true. The blue box contains the gems. The black box contains the gems. Well, actually, black box contains the gems. If that's true, then this is false. And that would be false. So it can't be that. The blue box contains the gems. If that's true, that has gems, and that's false, but no then, because if the blue box contains the gems and that's true, and that would mean that this would be false, which would mean that this, if this is false, only 1 box is true. So that can't be right. So it cannot be the blue box. The black box contains the gems. If that's true, then the blue box containing the gems is false. And only 1 box is true. That has to be If that's true, the black box containing the gems is false. The blue box containing the gems is false. Yep. Huzzah! The logic has not failed me yet. Well, it failed me once, but... Okay, 3 gems. Spread gems in each room. Yep. Love it. Could rotate. Or I could redraw. Okay. Okay. Worth it, but I'm a little nervous about, oh, there's gold somewhere? There's gold in them there, Hills? There is. I've seen that. I've seen that. I think I've seen all of these now. Doesn't really matter now. I've seen all of these. Okay. Now we got the bookshop. So, oh, the Chamber of Mirrors. Okay, although they're so expensive. It's the problem. I would love to get this, but they're so expensive. Like drafting strategy, realm and rune, new clue. All cost so much money. And that's with the sale, so it's like cheaper than normal, but I still don't have enough. Maybe with a metal detector, I'll be able to get more going on there. Maybe. But I don't know. If I rotate, then I can't spend it. What a conundrum. All right, let's do it. Very nice. I gotta go back this way anyway. Love to get a shovel, by the way. Shovel would certainly be useful right about now. Okay, 3 gems. I gotta do the haul, although I am tempted to do the utility closet, but... Yep, need that shovel. Well, commissary... Yeah, gotta do it. And I think I put in... For the shovel plus everything's on sale. Oh, wait. Let's go. All right. Tell me that the shovel is on sale. Sledgehammer. That's for trunks. Shovel. Let's do that. Let's see how much we can dig and get some gold. Let's come back because while it's on sale, let's... make use of what we have. Kind of unfortunate that I have to go all the way back and use all those steps, but... Oh, that's actually closer than I thought. Yahtzee, yep. Okay. Here we go. Give me some coins, please. A safe deposit box key. Okay, that'd be nice if I had the vault. I don't have enough gems for that, though. Not right now. I don't have enough gems. Pebbles. Not loving this so far. Turnip. All right, I'll take the extra steps. Certainly won't complain there. Come on, coins. Wow, that was a fairly underwhelming courtyard, I gotta say. See, if I had the root cellar, I'd be all over this, but I don't. Old tin can. Come on, man. Wow. What a crappy McCrap face set of dig spots. Wow. RNG. I have heard a lot of people talk about how they feel like the puzzle thing sits uneasily with the RNG in this game, and I'm inclined to agree a little bit. It's sort of my frustration that I have with Dark Souls, that the game claims that it teaches you all that stuff, but by making you run back through all of these things, I think what it's basically doing to get to the boss, I think what it basically does is it's not really teaching you, because by the time you get back, you've almost forgotten what you had to do. So I'm not wild about that, and I do think that this has a little bit of that syndrome. So, you know. Sleep mask? No. Cloister, since I still don't know what the hell the cloister does. Ooh, okay. Oh, God bless America, though. Can't do that, or that's GG. I can't do that. Shoot. That would be amazing. I'll take this. I can get some keys out of it, so that's always positive. All right. So let's start with the 4. Oh, boy. Okay, 5. 5 times 1 is 5. Times 2 is 10. Divided by 2 is 5. Wait, that can't be right. Oh, no. That's subtraction. My bad. Okay. 5. Okay, 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. What? Wait a minute. 5. Start there. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Oh, this is multiplication. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Okay. 14. Let's see. Minus 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 divided by 8 is 6. What? What are you talking about? 14. 14 minus 2 is 12. Yeah. 12 times 2 is 24. 24. Oh, 24 divided by 8 is 3. Herpaderp. Okay. 20. 20 times 2 is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. The silver key. Right, and that's exactly what I think it gets to. Well, overcoming the RNG is satisfying for sure, but there are just aspects of it that feel tedious to me about, like I said, like I know how to get down into the fountain and to go over and like push the cart and then run all the way down so I can open room 45, like the antechamber, like to the door to room 46. I already know how to do that. So having to do that over and over and over and over and over and over again is a little tiresome. Like it's busy work. I've already proven that I've solved that. So just doing that again seems silly to me. Okay, I love that. Turnip is good. What I would really love, though, are some coins. Okay. A bunch of keys. Don't love the loss of gems, but I certainly do like this when I can combine it with the utility room. There's a coin somewhere? There is. Interesting. Oh. There is a coin, and it's right there. 2 coins. All right, I need a little more than that. Need a little more than that. That's tempting if it were a room lower, but no, let's redraw. Shit. Well, that accomplished a whole bunch of nothing. Although I do get coins here, I guess, so. Take the apple. Okay. Yeah, because I want to get to the... Wait, no. Want to get to the commissary. All right, what else you got for me? Sledgehammer's 4. And I'll take the salt shaker, too, because I could use those extra steps. Wait, what? What? I have 2 coins. What? I have 2 coins. What's the problem? I don't understand. Am I missing something here? It's 2 coins. I have 2 coins. What am I missing here? No. I don't already have it. You need to have 5. That's stupid. What, really? You need to have 5, but you'd only spend 2. That's dumb. That needs to be patched out. That's ridiculous. Why? Generally, I think this has been very well balanced, but that's... Someone is asleep at the switch there. That's silly. I still have never built a freezer. It's so frustrating. I'm not going to be able to get there, but there's nothing I can do. Yeah. I lost a gold. Damn it. Boiler room. I have to do this even though I'm really worried about... Yeah, and then I have to remember to do... Okay. What is this now? I need to... Wait. Hang on a second. Did this. Okay, I need to activate the bottom right. Okay. Okay. You just booted up your computer tower for the first time. It's crippled. What? The memory controller on the CPU or motherboard is fried? Oh my god, really? And you've had this computer tower for a while, right? Man, that sucks. Sorry, man. That is not good. I mean, have you, because I had a memory thing go bad, but it wasn't the slot, it was the actual memory. So... can I activate... Okay, here's the door. Still let me activate the elevator, though? No! Why? Darn it. Yes, I would like a time-saving hint. Yeah, your hand is being forced, right? I will say, this is one of the most, like, this is the greatest community in many ways, but it's one of the greatest communities of all time when it comes to helping with computer stuff. I know, but that's, I'm trying to get out that door is what I'm trying to do, though. I'm not trying to mess around here. Wait, I can? Famous last words. Now I have to figure out how to get upstairs. Alright. So if I get up here... Oh, that's right. Because of that. Yeah, that's right. I remember. I remember. Oh, but the utility closet's right there. That's actually really good timing. Yep, that's fine because we literally are right here with the utility closet, so. So that's convenient. Battery pack. Gems, anything? No? Bueller? Oh, nice. No, it was hot here today. It's going to be a little cooler tomorrow, actually. I am so low on gems. Dining room could be very useful. Oh, and also, what row am I on? Oh, I've been missing something. Okay, all right, well, first of all, really need keys. I also really need steps. I need everything. I'm glad it's been a mild summer. I really want that upgrade disc in the Great Hall, but it's such a gamble. Because the upgrade disc isn't always in the same place in the Great Hall, right? It's random, I think. Yeah. Because, yeah, I have a serious everything shortage. I think steps are going to be more useful right now than the Great Hall. I love the Great Hall, but also I need to do this before I forget. So we've got dessert, and we've got flan, and we've got a fan. See, that picture counts for two different things depending on context, which is a little irritating, but it's okay. All right, so that's an L. I know I'm down to 15 steps. Airplane. So plane and... I already looked at all these. Plane and... No. All right. Plane, and is that like... Is that a lamp? What the hell is that? Looks like a door? Or a lattice? A window? But we're looking at a plane. It could be a biplane. In other rooms, that's a plane. Also could be like a fly. So fly. And then this would be... Flea? I have no idea what that is. Could also be bars. And then, or grate. bars, and then that would be spar? What the? No. Grate? That would be grat or rate or... No. What is that? Window. Indo? Window? Mace Windu? That's Mace Windu. Oh. That could be arch. And that's March? Farch? Larch? March? The Majestic Larch. Crenellation, and that's crenellation. Man, it's annoying because I need, airplanes always fly in March. That's true. Everybody knows that. I have no idea what that is. The closest I could think of is bars, but that has nothing to do with that. Again, plane. Is that... That might be pane, like window, plane and pane. That's very much... I bet that's what it is, a window pane and plane, which means we're looking at L. Little lame, though, I gotta be honest. That's pushing it. All right, so we've got LL over there. LL. And then we have to get to the dining room. And we have maybe mug. Looks like paint. Ain't. No. It's got to be paint. Pain. No. Pint. Yep. So that means we're looking at an A. Right here. A. Rotunda would be very useful. But can't get to that, so we're going to have to go with this. Yep. I will happily take that. I will take these apples. I like them apples. I will take the gem that's here. Boiler room. I do have a boiler room in the house. I will take 30 steps, please. Love that. Okay, steps we're in a much better spot now with steps. Not I mean, I need more gold. Massive problem with keys. Could solve that with this. There's the gallery again. Could rotate it. I don't think I need... I think that's the key right there. We gotta go with that. The key. Yay. So I guess we gotta do that. Key. Gem. Okay. Alright, now this is... Again, didn't get the freaking... Ah, man, okay. So that's like, what, globe? Here we go with the plane again. So plane, and that's... Is that paint? Planet and plane, okay. So that's T. Okay. I have to waste 2 steps because I forgot about something. I forgot to look here. All right, we have a hose, we have a house. So we're looking at you here. Looking at you. Okay. Oh. Yes, absolutely. New floor plan. Absolutely. Oh, that's interesting. Saturday the 7th was day 1. Saw the eye thing go. I saw the eye thing. What's the deal? A very detailed paper model of a safe. Interesting. All partitioning plan Friday, December 4th. Oh, does that mean... Drafting strategy. Contents. Drafting Spectrum, Violet Dreams, Indoor Verdu, Guide to Green Rooms, Guide to Hallways, Shops, Red Rooms. Drafting Spectrum. Blueprints are more than just blue. Should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it's true, most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper. It's not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, occasionally, they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Osiris, was decidedly more difficult to affix an architect's revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement, as it had no political ties to any other realms. By the 4th era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of colored prints eventually became popular with engineers and architects who used hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan will immediately inform a contractor that the print contains designs for a hallway. This issue of drafting strategy will explore the different features of each type of floor plan, look at the underlying connections that tie each room to its color. Okay, let's see. Bedroom. Look to explore and backtrack frequently. Synergies. Sleeping mask, nursery, servants' quarters. Interesting. So the nursery works with it, as does the servants' quarters. That makes sense. Green rooms. Extremely synergistic. Associated resources. Gems. Most green rooms. Shovel, watering can. Yep. Okay. Orange. Hallway strategy, more rooms and flexible options. The foyer, I don't think we've gotten that one yet. Foyer lockpick kit and the hall pass. Hall pass? Haven't even seen that. Golden trim. Shops are an essential part of any large estate. Shops gold, coins, extra items never for free. Coin purse, coupon book, and vault. Yep. Negative space. Daring addition to any home, providing a small element of danger that can both excite and thrill both residents and visitors. Associated resource vexation. 3 to 4, average number of doors. Shelter, tomato soup, skilled players. Synergy, skilled players. That's cute. And prismatic rooms. Notice some floor plans like the aquarium. Absolutely. So we reached the end of this volume of Drafting Strategy. We hope you found valuable insights and colorful inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design is too colorful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deep into the spectrum, drawing upon all colors and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, color is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity. Some hoist it up as a display of their own power. Some use it to calculate great sums, but all of us want to find a color we can call our own. Absolutely. I don't know that this is actually going to help me, but... Okay, right. This one... Crown and Crow, so we're looking at N here. Getting there. We're getting these ones filled out. Okay. What have we got? Drafting Studio, you can choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. A casino, a vestibule, and the kennel. Wow. The vestibule is either awesome or really frustrating. I like the kennel, but it's too shovel dependent. I think we're going to go with the casino. Mount Holly Casino offers an intimate and exciting setting for wagers of any scale. Guests may be surprised to discover how much strategy is involved in games featured here. A buy-in of 2 gems is required for admittance into this exclusive room. Ornately framed yet modestly sized hall had served as the original antechamber in the old days before eventually being removed from the estate for having doors that were prone to becoming stuck. Home to several of Sinclair's hunting companions, can be assumed these friendly hounds have been anxious to meet their new master. It's cool that you would get a dog, but... All right, here it is. Casino, permanently added. Nice. It's the final key. Problem is I'd have to go all the way back to security. Nope, I'm going to have to do this. Also, because everything's on sale today. You know, values. Let's see. Mount Holly T. Yeah, when you reach rank 5 with Lunchbox, gain half of your dinner steps. Very useful. Not very well, dare mode. Cursed coffers. Interesting. Naturally. That was most predictable. The most predictable thing I've ever seen. Okay. All right, back down to security. Okay. Over this way. This way. I'm about to lose a coin. It's about to annoy me. Oh, and I should check this just in case. So it's security level high. Because it's back and it's offline. God damn it. Fault again. This is why being out of gems sucks. Sometimes you have to spend gems, though. I mean, like, there's no way around it. Like, you just... That happens so freaking often that I have to assume that it's partly on purpose. Like, oh, really? You weren't actually planning to use that, were you? You got all this new stuff in place. Well, how about a key card? Of course, locked. I'm in big trouble. In fact, I think that's GG again. Because I'm pretty sure. And the thing is also 0 trunks, by the way. God, I missed something again. I keep forgetting. I mean, except for maybe dig spots in the basement, but I don't... I mean, below this, but I don't think there are. Okay, at the very least, I'm going to make progress on that one thing. Oh, was there? I don't remember that. Was there a trunk somewhere? Yeah, I think it might have been the last run. Are there not any paintings? There are no drawings in this room? Are there not any drawings in that room, really? Does Mount Holly not have dates? The gift shop? Sorry, let me redo that. Does Mount Holly not have paintings or like drawings? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Yeah, I don't think it does. Sure doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, the postcards. I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we're going to go back and see if we can find any trunks. I have this sledgehammer here, and I've done exactly nothing with it, which I will admit to being slightly peeved about. My last coin. And again, the bishop, like... Oh, did I just waste... I think I just wasted... No, maybe I didn't, actually. Yeah, and then you go... Get these 2 extra steps. I'm basically just looking at this point for trunks. That is smashable trunks. I'm still annoyed that I had the amount of money necessary for a salt shaker and it just doesn't allow me to get it. That's annoying. And frankly, more than a little silly. Like... It's like sledgehammer when all you have is a key. The map's looking pretty good on the letters, though. It's blank. So it's top row. I don't have. It's blank blank un blank, and then it's blank blank ALL, and then blank 8s, and then 8 dates. Crank 8 safes. So. All right. Sledgehammer can be a key. Yeah, if only it would actually do that. All right. One more run, and then we will wrap blueprints for now. Crank 8 safes. Pretty sure that's what I saw. One new room, which is the drafting studio, I think. Oh, you think that's a C? Yeah, I suppose that could be a C. Blank 8s, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Must have gotten that N wrong. All right. Final run. Let's see how we do. We did get the casino in there, though. Okay. Get the outer side room. Better be worth it. Shovel, okay. Was that? Is that? Yep, shovel. Is that the wrench? Oh, it's not the same thing. I was excited for a moment. Oh, and the sledgehammer. All right, well, we got him again. So, huzzah. All right, I'll go up the middle. Oh, actually, you know what? Echo, I'm doing, for this, I do right and left. Because you want to try to fill in the bottom. You get a lot more extra things rather than going up the middle. So I'll give you a chance, right or left, Echo, for our final run of blueprints. Right or left? You can get with this, or you can get with that. The West Wing. Yes, indeed. Let's get over this way. Let's go. Let's go this way and get more gold. More gold! And also some more steps. Okay. All right. Hey, coupon book. Save 1 on each purchase, but you still need to have the amount of money necessary for some reason. Because, of course. Oh, God, the den. No, let's do the library. Yeah, and I have this already. Yeah, I already have that. All right, give me more uncommon stuff. There's Chamber of Mirrors again. Wonder if you could do that and then also get another Chamber of Mirrors. I'm going to go with the observatory here. Five gems. 1 key. I love that. I love that for us. Doing the bob and weave here, and I don't like it. Could rotate that. Yeah, because it's going to give us the extra steps, too. that. And a gem. Okay. Got us our gem right back. I got the coupon book. Yeah. Upgrade disc. Holy, but the don't have enough yet though. All right. Well, that's going to be huge if we need gold. Now I kind of wish I did the tomb. We need digging spots. Need digging spots. We could do the passageway here, but that doesn't help us this much. So let's do that. Drawing room. Need digging spots. Yeah. Okay. Let's get in here. Be a coupon book. I see what you did there. Except to be a shell of its former self. You know what I'm saying, Starman? Picking up what I'm putting down. Okay. All right. Lovely. So, I want to go over the... I'm going to see if I can go over the foundation because I have my shovel. So, that'll be useful. I'll do it, although I'm worried about the gem usage, but... Okay. What do we got? Whenever you draft a red... Let's see, a hallway from another hallway. If you draft a shop room... 5 steps and then... Small chest to the entrance hall. Okay, don't think that's going to work particularly well, but whatever. Stomp a stamp system. Okay. Got a key? Good, good. Got an old shoe, not so good. Who buries an old shoe? Uses a shoe, really? Only 2? Alright, well wait, let me go back. It's gotta be the den. Yeah, I don't want to use a gem to rotate floor plans. I want to get more gems. More gems! Ooh. It's 2 gems, but I have to. Yes, I suppose that's true. Okay. Great. Getting back there is going to be a joy, but okay. I already know about her, but okay. Right, going up into security. Just had to remember that. Security, go here. I see there's money there. 19 coins, nice. Okay. Switch that up to high. Confirmed. Confirmed. Whoops. And that's... Great. Okay, I'll pick up these coins. Great. I have to go over to the right. $10 ought to be enough to get upgrade disc. God damn it. Okay. Had to go that way anyway, so. Right. Go back through the boudoir. More money. Oh, there it is. Super easy. Yes. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's get over into the security and let's take care of this upgrade. I love it. Oh, shoot. No, no, no. Okay. Insert disc. All right, make it something good, please. Storeroom. Permanently enhance it to storeroom with 2 keys, 1 gem and 1 gold. 1 key, 2 gems, and 1 gold, or 1 key, 1 gem, and 10 gold. Little disappointing that that's the room. I keep being like, oh, this room will be great. And then they're like, how about this? I'm like, oh. Yeah, I guess. The dining room, the parlor. Let's do the parlor. Okay. Gems are in a box with a false statement. The blue box is false, the white box is false. Okay. So if the white box is false, then it means the blue box is true. And that would mean that the gems are in a box with a false statement. The white box is false. The blue box is false, so that means that that's false. The blue box is true. I mean, the gems are in a box with a false statement. And that would make this true. The white box is false. That would make that true. And that would be false. Yep. Huzzah! Interesting. Jeez Louise. It's nice, but I don't need it right now. But that's interesting. I just upgraded it. This weave thing is not at all what I had hoped to do. The vault key. No, we got to use the pool. All right, and now we've got... Let's see, the sky. Is that rain? And that's... Is that wheat? And that's... heat? Or that's rain? And that's grain, so G. Okay. So now it's gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. So it's blank, blank, unblank, blank, blank, all, gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. 8 dates, huh? Let me... Okay, good. Don't want to do that one. It's going to have to be that one. Sometimes there's also a gem in here, but not this time. Fairly disappointing guest bedroom. That's where I would want to put my guest bedroom, by the way. Definitely want to put that bad boy right by the pool. You know, what could possibly go wrong? What is that? What's the broken lever? Oh, okay, wait a minute. And the broken lever... This is way back at the beginning. The broken lever... Where's my thing? I know I have it here somewhere. Broken lever, broken lever, broken lever. There it is. The broken lever, so let's see. North lever's underground. There's that. East lever is the Great Hall. West lever is the Secret Garden. So that's the greenhouse. So I would need to find the... So I need to find the greenhouse. So, interesting. One word, sleepwalking. Okay. Very useful on multiple levels. I've only got... It's not great, though, because I've only got one. Although there are... That is, however... We have a shovel. Yeah, I think that's worth it. We have a shovel as well. So we get a gem. And we can dig and hopefully get some stuff. Wow, one spot only? Oh, come on. Golly, man. Of course it's locked. Well, that was disappointing. Oh, what? Really? My brain sometimes. My brain. Okay. Again, I need to look at these things. It's going to be 7. Okay. Right. There's no painting here, which continues to be frustrating. And there's no patio here, so just screwed. That's also annoying. It's a obnoxious RNG thing. Nice. It's like 2 keys. Okay. Where's the utility closet? Okay. Dark room, useful also. Okay, that's fine because we have the utility closet, which I can now go back to. And security. Den. Office. And this. On, I said. What I said the last time also. Okay. Here. 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 Right. And then we go right. And then left. Right. Then we go in here, and then we go up here. Starting to run into some big problems with, okay, like the gem. Starting to run into some major issues with keys, for one thing, and also steps. You're in big trouble on the step front. Why? Why are there a million freaking, spread keys throughout the house? Oh. Actually very useful. Yeah. Starting with that. Okay. Showroom. Luxury items for sale. Boiler room, very useful. I think we have to do the boiler room. Okay. Okay. Do we have any paintings here? So the boiler room is another room without paintings. Boy, they are a lot of, I don't know. Come on, man. Stairs. That's what I mean about the busy work. Like, I don't know what the point is of making me do that busy work. Like, you know, I can do it. It's easy to do, but like, what's the purpose of doing that? How does that advance the gameplay experience? Just going left. the vault key again, but... Not until I can also lay down the vault. That's the problem. Now I'm fine on keys. Now I'm in trouble on gems. Trouble in gems, and I'm in trouble on steps. I realized I just made a mistake. Trophy room, which is awesome, except I need 5 gems, and I don't have it. And that's really bad. Everything about this is bad. Nothing about this is good. You know what else? I don't think I actually opened up the antechamber because I said I wasn't going to do it this time. And so, of course... I'll lose more steps here, but that's okay. Alright. Planet. And... Is that crate? Is that carve? And that's... What earth is that? Cart? Carve? Planet, and that's... Is it supposed to be plant? Does anyone have any idea about this one? Because the other one, this was planet, and it was matched with plane, and so it was T. But I assume this is not planet here, because I can't think of any, like, plane, lanet. Plant is the only thing I can think of, but that's not a plant, is it? It's a verb now instead of a noun, huh? So maybe paint. And that's pain? Or ain't? No. Draw. And that's... Also, hi, Hippo. I mean, that has to be a crate. It can't really... I mean, I guess it could be delivery. But what would that be? I mean... Draw, and that's... A draw? E draw? B draw? Or paint, and that's... Oh, that's create, and that's crate? Okay, that's pretty messed up, but okay. That's create and that's crate. That's a little lame, but okay. It helps that this has to be crate. Pretty much there's very other few things it could be, so. Alright, now, however, you're running out of magic, I'm afraid. Food for sale. Well, that would have been nice. I mean, we're close to the end here anyway, so... Love how we again found 0 trunks. Love that. Love that we found absolutely no trunks. That's cute. That's cute. The furnace. Brilliant. Amazing. This better be a dining room. Game, try harder, explore. What's up, Guy Shield? Tomorrow you will start the day with 20 extra. Yeah, but I'm not doing another run. Dining room. Nope. What is this? Oh, this is the lost and found. Okay. Are you... Okay. This is so freaking cruel. Look at this. A freaking upgrade disc. That's great, game, because I can clearly get to any of those places. Are you effing kidding me? Unreal. Yeah, some progress. That should do it. Please give me something good. Okay, my allowance is up to 4 now. That's helpful. I can't believe they gave me a freaking upgrade disc. And there's no place to use it. Man. What's here? Oh, get the thing, get the thing, get the thing, get the thing, get the thing. Oh, man. Red House of Cogs. 6 red rooms, 5 mechanical rooms. Total rooms 33, rank reach 9. I can't believe I got the freaking upgrade disc right at the end there. Also, I never looked at the paintings because I was thrown off. Man. 81 steps, 1 new room. All right, well. In the end, very, very cool game. As I said, I really appreciate both its ambition and its execution. I think it does it very well. The RNG thing, I mean, I think that RNG, 25 hours is, I think, about a good amount of time to spend on it. RNG, I think, is an interesting thing with this game because it really doesn't sit perfectly with the flow of the game, which is very contemplative, explorative, and so on. I do like the idea that you're thinking about what can you get next day, what can, planning ahead down multiple days. There are some interesting complications that you can play with there. But there are also times where, like, for example, a bunch of times I ran into the vault key. And I think twice or maybe 3 times in the entire game have I ever actually found the vault. and it costs like 4 gems or some ungodly number of gems to actually be able to draft. So you need to have somehow enough gems, which maybe you were able to do by, getting the observatory, and then you can get a lot of gems with that, or getting gems in the green room that does the spreading the like maybe, but even if you're going to spread gems in the green rooms, you have to have other green rooms drafted first. So, but assume you get the gems. Then you actually make the vault, and you can get the vault and do like then you have to find the coat check where you left the vault key, so you can pick that up, get the vault key, go back up to the vault, and then get whatever's hiding in the vault. Or you could get the not the vault key, but you could get or the other one where you find the vault key, but then you need to use the like there's so many things that the game requires you to have this plus this plus this. And I have heard that there's all these synergies where if you have the boiler room next to, like I heard something about if you put the boiler room next to the freezer, that does something like there, or the furnace next to the freezer. I don't know, but there's like all of this different stuff that is very much based on just play it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it's true that for a good portion of the game, there were so many puzzles to solve that you are always making progress on something. Like, that's true. But as you move into and then beyond the mid game, it gets more and more unlikely that that's going to happen. So, like, for example, I didn't this last time. I just didn't feel like I wanted to put up with run all the way down the emptied fountain, run all the way, push the cart out of the way so I can get into the secret place, move past the secret place, run down the hallway, run down, pull the lever so I can open the door to room 46, turn around, run all the way back, pull up doing all of that stuff to me again is busy work, and it's like 5 minutes every time I don't need to do it to prove that I understand the game mechanics. I've already solved that part. So there should be a way that you can just skip past it because it's just wasting time. Like it's not adding anything to the game. And there are a few things like that where you have to draft just the right combination of synergies, not for like Steam achievements, but to actually advance lore or to get other things in the game. So that's the only thing I think is that I don't think the RNG works perfectly with what the game's trying to do. And I also think that the play it over and over and over and over and over and over again thing, if you have a thing that has to be done every time, like the orchard, you get the orchard and it means that you'll always have an extra 20 steps. I think that's great. I should not have to constantly go and unlock door 46. Door 46 should just be unlocked now because I know how to get to it every time. I'm the Baron or the Earl or whatever. I'm the head of this household anyway now. So there should be no reason that I can't just automatically do that without having to go through the steps. So I think some of the issues with pacing, there is also that silly thing where like you need to have, even if you get this big discount, so that let's say this key costs 2 gold, but it actually costs 5 gold, you have to pay them the 5 gold and then they'll refund you 3 gold. That's silly. Like it's 2 gold, make it 2 gold. So there are little, things like that are sort of minor irritants. And I think there is a point where you're like, I don't know that I want to keep playing for another 50 million hours just so I can find out little dribs and drabs more of the lore. But I think it was a good use of 25 hours. I enjoyed playing Blue Prince. I think it was a fun stream game. I would probably give this an 8 out of 10. For the ambition, I'm sort of like, I'm kind of between a 7.5 and an 8, but I say I would give it an 8. And there are a lot of people who are going to absolutely just adore playing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again and always finding some new stuff. And I know that there's plenty of other rooms and there's more lore and there's more information, but it's so dribs and drabsy that I just don't have the motivation to want to do that, especially when I've got Oblivion to play. I want to do that. I want to move on to get to the Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered at the end of September. I want to play a Dragonlance Silverbox game. So I just got a bunch of other stuff to play. And ultimately, having reached room 46, which was a really awesome run, very tight, just got into it with like 3 or 4 steps left. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that. And in general, I really enjoyed this. I just don't have the motivation. I think the pace is too slow for me to want to get every other aspect of what's there. So it doesn't mean anyone else is wrong to do that. It just doesn't, I don't think it's fascinating enough for me to want to do that. But I do think it's excellent. I do think it's a good game. I think it's well worth getting. I think right now it's probably, I wonder how much. $25.49. So, I mean, for a $25 game, I think it's pretty good. Like $25, I spent 25 hours, buck an hour. Absolutely, right? Like absolutely well worth it. And some interesting lore in there for sure. So in the end, good game. I like Blueprints. I liked it a lot. But next time, we are going to be playing some Oblivion Remastered, and I am excited to get back into that. And then after that, like I said, if we finish in time, we'll do the Dragonlance Silverbox games, but my guess is we won't. We'll probably end up going right to the end of September when Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered begins, which I am 100% going to be playing. So, but that, I think, is going to do it for me for this evening. I do have to drive tomorrow up to Boston, Burlington, to be fully accurate, for ReaderCon. I have a panel at 6 o'clock, and then I have a couple of panels and a reading on Saturday, and then a couple of panels on Sunday. So I'm going to be up there with Little Arv. There is the possibility, I should say, that I might be streaming on Saturday. That's very tentative. It is conceivable that I might do something like that. I will have, I think, my mobile setup with me, so I might do that. It's possible. And if so, then you folks will be the second to know after I do it. So possible that I might do that. But I'm not sure. I may also not do that, and may end up schedule-wise just not being able to do it. Possibly like connecting with friends up there that I hadn't expected, or, you know, hanging out with my kid or whatever. So I'm not sure yet. But if I do, then I will do that tomorrow. Otherwise, we will definitely be back next Tuesday with the Fighting Fantasy Gamebook Stealer of Souls. Tari and I should be wrapping that up, I think, on Tuesday, finally wrapping it up with illustrations. And then I will be, and that's going to be, by the way, a programming note, that's going to be at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday. And then the following, at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Eastern over in GOG.com's Twitch channel, I will be playing Pen and Pixels. I will be doing more By the Dice Roll, D&D with By the Dice Roll, as we get back into Ghosts of Saltmarsh. So I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a good time. Then Wednesday, we have Community D&D with Shadow Mage. And then Thursday, I will be back here playing some Oblivion Remastered as we get back into that game. And then next Saturday is going to be Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks. And then the Tuesday after that, I believe it is going to be my final pre-Gen-Con stream. And that will be probably playing the Patreon Field Chat Chosen Game of the Month, if I'm not mistaken. Which reminds me, if you haven't already taken a look at that, please get your votes in here. It is between 3 games right now. One of them is Dorfromantik, which I've heard good things about. One of them is Stardew Valley with no end of day mod, so that it's not as stressful for me. And then the last one is Gora Gora. So, what is this? Go away. So right now, Gora Gora is winning, actually winning with a pretty good substantial chunk. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that works. Gora Gora may be fun. Either that or Dorfromantik would be fine. Or I guess Stardew Valley. I'm probably a little bit less hyped about Stardew Valley because I've played it before, but the no end of day mod might be an interesting switch. So, but otherwise, yeah, so that's going to be that Tuesday. There will be no GOG stream a week from this Tuesday. There will be on this Tuesday, but there won't be the week after because I'm going to be traveling, and then I'll be at Gen Con. There will definitely be one stream there, which is going to be the Gray Shade live stream. That'll be Friday, premiering the awesome Gray Shade TTRPG with our good friend Brandon O'Brien. And then, I don't know if there'll be any other streams at Gen Con. When we get back from that, it will be, we'll have a week of fairly regular streams, at least Tuesday and Thursday. And then Friday, I fly out for Seattle. And I will be out there for 2 weeks. I'll be able to do a few remote streams. It'll be a little bit up in the air, but I'll be able to do a couple of remote streams for sure. And I'll be out there for Worldcons, which is going to be awesome. And then I'll get back from that. We'll finish up August. And then we'll get ready for the fall. I'll be beginning the fall with September. Should be a fun September, fun fall semester, fun fall time. And, of course, getting into things like the Arvathon, the 3rd annual Subathon coming up in September. We will have, as I say, more Final Fantasy Tactics. We'll have Final Fantasy Tactics Remastered when it comes out. and then other cool games to come. So I'm excited for that. And yes, I always try to take some pics of Seattle. I will do more of that if I can. But for right now, all that's a little bit in the future. So I will, again, maybe stream up on Saturday. If not, I'll be at ReaderCon in Burlington. If not, then I will definitely see you folks back here Tuesday for the Fighting Fantasy Gamebook illustration stream. If you liked what you saw and heard today, I hope you will follow the channel. I hope you'll check out our YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord !ArvCord, Twitter !ArvTweets, Blue Sky !ArvSky. I am very close now, only about 35, 40 followers away. I would say 35 or 40 followers away from 1,000, which is when I will give up on Twitter entirely. So I am definitely looking forward to that. So please do that. Also, check out our Gen GM show with Gen GMs. And don't forget to, let's see what we got here. Yeah, and don't forget to, well, no, I already have a person that I'm rating, so I already have an idea. Sorry, Echo. I always appreciate the ones, but I actually have someone that I'm thinking about today. So let me see. What was I saying? So Gen GMs, and then the website for this, arvanelaron.com. Financially, !Arv Shop. Cool swag for you. Support for the channel, ! Arvtreon. That is the Patreon. Good stuff for you and the channel both. So please do that. It moves us towards various channel goals. Really does help us out because I do have things I have to pay for with the channel. So that really helps. And you get cool stuff for yourself. Same thing with subbing. That helps out as well. Plus you get those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. On the publishing front, Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts, Library, my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, and Grayshade. As I said, Grayshade IP, Grayshade Renegade Heretic, the Grayshade books, the Grey Assassin trilogy from Athos Arts, available there. You can get the audiobook of Grayshade from our very own Trent Sparks. Be on the lookout for Renegade and Heretic coming in the fall as audiobooks with Trent Sparks narrating again. And of course, you can check out the TTRPG. You can pre-order the Grayshade TTRPG, which will be out at Gen Con in a little under 2 weeks, with our good friend Brandon O'Brien as the lead designer, coming out from Alligator Alley. So that's going to be awesome as well, all with Grayshade. And last but not least, BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And Ukraine, Ukraine, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we'll do so for others in that situation in the future. We are going to raid today. The Arvanauts have landed, followed by Twitch raid, lowercase Twitch, uppercase R, lowercase AID. If you are a sub, do this. The Arvanauts have landed. Arvany Roar, Arvany Witch, Arvany Smug, Arvany Love, Arvany Blown. Please do the raids because they really do help us out, and they're cool for you and cool for the channel. So please do that if you please. That would be lovely. And otherwise, I want to thank everyone who made this awesome tonight. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Prince Justin and Shadowed Mage, best in the business. Thank you as well to my big supporters and subscribers, my Patreon supporters and subscribers. Thank you to Prince Justin, to Shadowed Mage, to Nonstop. Always thank you to Echo Alpha. Thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Butthurt Gamer. Thank you to Gaia Shield, to Dragtress, to Mrs. Dunsel, lurking in the background there. Thank you to Raksaka. Thank you to the Rising Tithes. Speaking of the aforementioned Brandon O'Brien, always good to see Brandon. And thank you to Wibble NZ. Also, Blueprints complete. Really enjoyed it, and glad I had a chance to play it. And I'm glad I gave it a good effort, and we got to the end credits, which I know is not the actual end. But oh, sorry, man. Yeah, I've got ReaderCon tomorrow, and I've been streaming for about a little over 3 hours, so I got to be heading off. But I was talking up your stuff, and I was talking up Grayshade. I am super excited about both. Stick around for the raid, and have a wonderful weekend. If I do not stream from ReaderCon, then have a wonderful weekend. Either I'll stream on Saturday, and I'll see you then, or I will see you folks on Tuesday for the Fighting Fantasy Gamebook illustration stream for Stealer of Souls with my good friend Tari Tunes. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other. Thank you. Appreciate Rising Tides. Everyone, please be good to each other. Much love. Everyone be good to each other, and stick around for the raid. Talk to you all soon. Bye for now.